It's a web-based URL. So which we have to install on one of the existing server in the new server, which required the so like a minimum 16 GB free space, free memory is required. Similarly, yesterday we have installed the H4C, and the HDB, and the 96 is the instance number by default. It will take it out. Then we have installed the, so yesterday we have installed the H4C HANA for cockpit here. HANA for cockpit here, which we have done it here yesterday, right? So then after the installation, so we have to operate this through URLs only here. Through URLs, we have to do the operate here. We have to operate it here, right? So yesterday we have done the installation, so that is completed, right? So then we don't need any. So what is that? HANA Studio. HANA Studio we don't require here. Why? Because it's a web-based URL. It's a web-based URL here. So when your HANA installation is successfully completed here, it will ask us to open the URLs here, right? See here, launch the HANA Cockpit by opening the this one, and Cockpit Manager by opening this one here. They are the two URLs here. For monitoring and administration part, you can use this URL, and also the cockpit manager for adding the systems. In the HANA Studio, we have to add everybody individually add the HANA cockpit, sorry, HANA databases, we have to add it. Then we have to monitor it here. But in the HANA cockpit here, so one person, if you add it here, then no need to add the other persons here. It will be show here, right? So here, HANA cockpit, right? Cockpit underscore admin is the user here, and the user which we have to give during the installation time, whatever the user we have given, that user we have to provide it here, right? So we have to log in through cockpit underscore admin user here, right? This is the your cockpit manager. Here in the cockpit manager, we will add only systems. We will add only systems here, right? So if you want to monitor and to do the administration part of the HANA systems here. So HANA cockpit, we have to use it. First, you need to add the systems here. Means first you need to register the databases here. First of all, in the HANA Studio, how we are adding the in the HANA Studio, how we are adding the all the databases here. But here, every individual they have to add the databases, right? Individual persons they have to add the databases, right? So how we are adding here and how we are logging, but similarly we have to log in from here also, right? So here we need to add it, but when you're registering here, that is applicable for the all the users, right? So the that is the one. First of all, we need to register the databases here, right? So while registering the database, you need to register means we need to add it here, right? What is the host name of the database? KPS4 HANA. What is the instance number 00, right? So it's not the cockpit database. We have to add the databases means remote databases details we have to provide it here. Remote databases details we are giving here, right? So then we can add the system DB, HDB. So system DB we are giving here. Step number 2, and encrypted passwords are not required here. Then technical user, if you are the user, you can provide the user, or your cockpit itself we can create the one user here, right? So username we have given. It is in the any group like which is the development group. This is the development system, target system, like that we have to provide it. Click on the register the system here. Register the system here. Yes, one database got registered. Similarly, I'm going to register the one more database. System DB I registered. Then tenant system DB I registered here, right? So then tenant database also I'm going to register it here, right? This is the tenant here. So then if you see the view of the this cockpit here, so then you will forget it about the HANA Studio also here. Why? Because so that much of new user interface, and you added the KPS4 HANA and systemdb. You have the other databases also there, right? That is called the KPS4 HANA 2. KPS4 HANA 2. You have the two databases, right? You can add that KPS4 HANA 2 also. You can add it. So that is called the so so register. So do you want to register this using the SAP host agent unable to connect to the system? See here, it's saying that unable to connect to the system. So we need to check whether the database DB is up and running or not here. So KPS4 or not 2, and so we can see that this is not started. Then let me start. So first one time, one person, if they added this HANA, all the databases into the HANA cockpit, then remaining persons, if they open it, all the databases will show, right? But studio level, manually, everybody individually, we need to add the databases, right? That is the main one of the disadvantage here, right? So, but the view user interface also, it's like a software view. It's kind of a some old method, right? It's kind of a some old method here. This is some kind of a old method here. I think someone configured as a replication. I think that's the reason database is not available here, right? So database is not available here. So may not available means so it's unable to give the database connectivity because of the it's a secondary. See, all the services are in sync and it's a secondary. That's why. So replication is configured. That is the reason. Okay. So that is done. So replication is done. So let's try with the same register. Okay. So two databases you have registered. One is the system DB, DB you registered. I'm trying to register the so this one as well, but there is a replication configuration, right? So that is the reason it's unable to give the connectivity here. So what I'm going to do, let me do the unregister the database here, right? Unregister the database. Perform takeover. Takeover if I perform it. Takeover means primary to secondary, secondary to primary. So that is the takeover here. Disable the system replication. Okay, we are disabling the system replication. So ignore the secondary system. No, we're disabling the secondary replication here. Secondary site is attached. So let's disable. Secondary, we need to stop it. HDB stop. Then right click, configuration and monitoring, and configure the system replication. Okay, so I'm disabling the replication here. One configured, so I'm disabling the replication unregister. Okay, we are doing the unregister here. It's done. Unregistration done here. Then let me start it. From here also we can do the configuration here, right? That is also we can perform it. Means using the HANA Cockpit also. HANA Cockpit is very, very simple here to do the replication configurations and all those things. So why? Because in only single page, you don't need to connect to the multiple things and everything here, right? So system DB. So secondary user system password group review and register, right? So it's registered. So you have registering the all your databases you are registering here, right? For monitoring perspective, in one single UI, all those things you can monitor it here. All those things you can monitor it here. That's what you are doing here, right? So then the database already registering or you just provide the different name beginning of the registration. Okay. So why? Because we have secondary also. Okay, okay. KPS4 not 2. Okay. So it's not the one, it's 2. So why? Because secondary we are adding means two databases we are adding here, right? It's done. So all your databases you have registered into the cockpit level here. That is done. So then you can go to the HANA cockpit. There is a URL. Here we can see the all the systems and everything here. All the databases are up and running. We have seen the all the information and everything here, right? You can see the all the information here. See, so here this is the HANA cockpit URL here. This is what we have to open, and we can monitor the all our systems, running systems. We can monitor the live monitoring, we can perform it here. See here the user interface, how the looks like here, right? How the user interface is giving the information and everything here, right? So clearly it's showing that are there any expensive statements here, system DB, what is the memory, what are the CPU trend, you can see disk usage, all the information it is showing here, right? Clearly in the dashboards level, in the more level, you can also see that one here. In the more information level, you can see the all the information here, right? So here, let's authenticate it here. Let's authenticate it. SAP control credentials. Control credentials means HDB, ADM, SID, ADM, OS level. Okay. So authenticated here system DB. So SIP database authentication. So we need to authenticate it. First of all, we should be authenticated all the things here. So that so it won't ask multiple times user IDs, passwords, all the details. It won't ask us. So system. Okay. System credentials. Okay. So all the databases have authenticated manually here. Otherwise, during the opening also, it will give you the information here. So here, so if you open the database here, you open the database here, each database related same URL for all the databases, right? So we can see the all the related information here, all the administration tasks, all if you maintain here, you can see the this is the user interface of the database here, right? The services column. So in the here console, in the console we see the all the information like this, right? Services, we can see the all the services in the here, right? Services, all the services here, right? But this interface you see, and also in the browser level you can see that this interface here. So normally if you click on this tile, so then you will see the all the information here. Whatever we have seen is, you can see the all the information with, so clearly giving the all the information, stop the service, stop the service, start the service, start the service, stop the database. So all the information it is clearly, it is showing here, right? See the user interface is looks like, right? It's like a based upon the tiles, it's a Fiori launchpad tile. So it's giving the, in the, it's giving the all the information here, right? Alerts tab. So here in the studio level, the alerts tab is looks like this here. But here you can see the alerts tab here. We go to the alerts tab here, you can see the all the information here, right? Alert definitions like thresholds, monitoring, all those things are inactive. So like that we can see that here. You can also configure the email address, send the receipt, view the alerts and everything here, right? So how the screen is looks like. Why? Because same URL you can open from the mobile also. Then similarly, so you can see, they can monitor, you can do the administration. Will you able to open the HANA Studio in the mobile? No, this is a software. You cannot, right? See here memory utilization, how it is showing here, memory usage. In the graphical level, it is showing the all the information here, memory, right? CPU, disk. So all the information it is showing the graphically, and also you can see the historical data and everything here, right? That is the one of the important thing here. In the studio level, where can you see the memory utilization? Only we can see the, so we can see the information. So here we can see the information, memory information of the each process and everything. But what about the history? So that is not, you will not able to see. But here you can see the history, the live trend of the CPU utilization here, right? Live trend here, right? Performance, table usage, which tables are using the maximum, SQL statement, disk usage, right? Backups, right? You can also perform the schedule the backups also here. But here we can only manually take the backups in the studio. But here you can also perform the backup configuration, also recover the database also here, right? So if you want to, you can see it here. If you want to schedule the backups, right? You can only create, you can create the backup scheduling here, right? So schedule as a series of the backup, right? So what is the backup name? Daily. So daily backups here, right? So then what is the daily backup means? You want to take the complete backup. So in that case, so back count, you want to compress the backup here. So daily, at what time you want to take the backup, weekly, monthly, every 2 months, so all the details you need to provide it here. So that, so we can take, we can create the backup scheduling also here. Based on that, you no need to take it out here. Automatically system will initiate, the HANA cockpit will initiate the backups and all those things here, right? That is the main important thing here, right? DB backups and everything here, right? You can also configure the replication also here, replication configuration also you can configure it from here, right? So and also you can also see the recover the database here, the backup configurations, copy the database. So we can also do the backup configurations, configuring the backup, DB backups, retention policy, all the information, right? All those things we can configure it using the DB backups, log backups, retention policy. So this one, all the information we can track it from here, right? See here how we are monitoring, sizing, and all those information here, right? So log settings, database backup, retention policy. So all the information we can set it out from here, right? So see here graphically live details how we are monitoring and everything, monitor the disk usage, right? Out the disk usage, we are monitoring data volume, log volume. So all the information, see how we are monitoring and everything here, right? Sizing, percentage, everything we are seeing the all of these things and everything here, right? So that is the main of the, yeah, reclaim. We can also reclaim the space. So reclaim the data volume, log volumes also we can. So we can reclaim it here. That is also we are doing here, right? So this way you can see how the graphically the dashboards are showing here. If you want to stop the database, stop it, start the database, start it here, right? So all the information same, the monitor part is common. Whatever you do in the HANA Studio level, we can do it, and more than that also we can do that one. More than that, we can do that one. See all the information, authentication, then you Linux details, your HANA database revision is out of the maintenance, all the information. You can adjust your tails based upon this one. Suppose like I want the memory usage here, then you can configure it here. I want services to be here, you can configure it here. So however you want to adjust the screens, tiles and everything, you can adjust it here, right? So you can also do the replication configuration from the HANA cockpit also here, right? You see, you can go to the enable this as a primary here. See how the site name is like a PRI, right? PRI, click on the configure. Then configure the system replication here. Then it will ask the site name, secondary system details here, KPS4 HANA 2. No, secondary details here, secondary host, secondary host. This is the secondary host here. Then system has to be online to register the secondary. Make this box to stop the system here. Yes. So what is the replication mode? You want to choose it here, synchronous and log replay, right? So initiate the data shipping here. Yes, you want to add the one more HANA system as a DR, primary, secondary, tier 2, tier 3. So this tier 3 is not available. Here in the HANA Studio, only tier 1, tier 2. But HANA cockpit level, tier 3 databases also we can add it here. Means 3 databases we can add it here. Then configure it here, right? See here replication. How quickly you configured it here now. Here, primary you need to connect it, secondary you need to register it, you need to provide the details, all those. Now, in one screen, you are providing all the details, secondary details, and you are doing the replication configuration here, right? So this is the how the UI look like of the here. Then these are the things we can do it here. One is the main important thing which are not possible. So one is the replication type 3 configuration, type 2, and also the backup scheduling, retention period, that kind of things here. And also if you want to change the parameters, what you do, you each and every database you go in the configuration tab. Suppose like some database parameters you want to change it, right? You will go this database and you will change the parameters of this databases and everything, right? This databases parameters, you will go ahead and change the configurations and everything from here, right? But if it is the cockpit, you no need to go to the each and every database. Just one single shot, you can apply to the hundreds of databases. One shot. How? Let me show you. Because this is completed, I will show you. Is anybody is waiting in the meeting? No, no one. Okay. So it's a replication is configuring now. So it's registering. It's registering. So it's registering the replication. So that's why this is down. So all services are up and running. So we can see the. So here we can see the all the information and everything. But this is just a user interface. Still, the system configuration is running status here. Starting the secondary here. So I think Let me refresh browser. But for us, it is showing that it's already configured. So the replication error in the replication, we just cancelled. Okay, it's in middle, but yeah, secondary it's starting. So that's why it's a communication channel broken, connection is closed, something like that. It's giving the error. So we just started, but let's see. Okay. So here, in case it is not running, it will show the not running. If it is running, definitely it will show the running status here, right? You can see the all the information and everything here, right? So it's a so transitioning means it's in progress of the starting point and everything here, right? So then, so you can see because here we are starting OS level, we are starting manually here. The database we are starting manually here. That's the reason it's saying that starting point here, starting the database and everything here. See, here some services are starting here. So here, as I mentioned, right? So templates. So configuring the template. These are the groups actually. So test databases, development, production, so other all databases we can see it here. The configuration templates here. Here, what you can do, you can create the one template here. One template one, you can create it here. In the template, you can maintain the so you can maintain the what databases parameters you want to change it here. Suppose like you want to change the timeout parameters or whatever you want to change it here, just you can maintain the parameters from here, right? So you can maintain the parameters. So database level or host level, the DB level, what parameters you want to change it here. So then you can plan for change here. You can plan for change. Once you done it here, so you can see what you are going to do it here. All the information you can change it here, right? So that once you done changes all the information, so parameters, all the sections, so you can just check it out. So you want to change it, then you can create a templates, right? So you created the template here, right? In this template, you need to just click on the apply the databases here. Then you will get the all the hundreds of databases from here. Just select it here, click on the apply. Okay, then all the parameters, whatever the parameters you have, all the parameters will be applied to the so databases here. All the parameters will be applied to the DB here. That's what we have to do that one here. That is the one of the advantages of the configuration template here, right? So in the configuration template, so we can see the so all the parameters, whatever you are going to, we can create the parameter template. We can apply to the all the databases in single. Suppose like if you want to do it in the HANA Studio level, parameter changes for the hundreds of databases, one by one, you have to authenticate it, you have to manually change it here. But here, simple, we can do the changes, we can do the configurations, all those things from here. That's what we can do it here, right? So then we can, so suppose example, if you want to see the some other things here, so so if you want to log in, we want to check, and if you want all kind of possibilities, we can see it here. All kind of possibilities we can see. We can check the databases availability. So monitoring, metrics, dashboards, everything we can monitor from here, right? So here, so only monitoring part or monitoring and administration of the databases, all the information we can see it from here. All the information we can see it from here in the database level here, right? So you can see, so suppose like if you want to stop, if you want to start, if you want to do something, there are the some 24 alerts that opened, high priority alerts, the memory utilization, CPU utilizations, all the information here, right? You can connect to the system, you can connect to the database, or you can also go to the database management here. So here, if you want to see the successful backups, restore, recovery, tenant creation. So suppose like if you want to create the tenant, so if you want to create the new tenant, you can create the new empty tenant, or if you want to recover the tenant. See, in the HANA Studio level, you need to execute the SQL query. But here, just create the backup of the tenant using the existing one. You can also do the replication of the tenant. You can also reset the password. So all those things, tenant to tenant replication, we can also rename it. We can also check the recovery. So that all the copy using the tenant backup. So all those things we can see a lot of options are available here, right? If you want to stop the database, you can stop it. You can start to restart the database. You can restart it. All the information we can see, right? So this is running the issues. So here clearly it is showing that what is happening here. Site 2 connection is closed. Connection is closed. Connection is closed, right? Site 2 database we are registering, secondary database we are registering. That's why it's showing that site 2 is closed. It's running with the issues. So view the alerts, manage the services, right? You can see the all the information from here. You can see the all the information from here. You can also see that one here, right? So you can go to the database management. You can see the all the data and everything. We can see it from here, right? So it's the same as like HANA, same as like HANA Cockpit, sorry, HANA Studio. Cockpit also we can monitor it here. We can see the all the information and everything here, right? So mainly Cockpit Manager is to add the databases and everything. Then in the Cockpit services here using the HANA Cockpit database Cockpit, we can monitor, we can do the administration part of the databases and everything here. We can do the administration part of the databases and everything. We can perform it here, right? That is the main important thing here, right? We can go to the databases, we can stop and start, I can do all kind of work, we can perform it here. So monitoring, administration, security. See how this interface like that here. So this is the way the we can do the monitoring of the databases and everything from here. Okay, that is the one of the important steps in the cockpit level, but both will be used for the monitoring only. Both will be used for the monitoring only. But so the way of you are monitoring and doing the administration, this is the old one, old style. But this is the new style with the interface, just a web interface. You can save the URL, so that you can open from anywhere. URL means we can open it from the mobile also, device also, right? You can open, but Studio, the software only, Anna, this one you can open it, but remaining all the configurations are same. Again, all the configurations are same here. All the configurations of the your databases are common here. All the configurations are common, same here, right? So then you can select all the your things here, right? Remaining monitoring, administration, CPU, memory, remaining all the things are very common here, right? So that is one of the important things here, right? You can go to the DB management. You can see the all the information here. You can see the live utilization, CPU, memory. So we can see the all those things here, allocation, blacklisted parameters, restricted features here. So tenant replications, databases licenses, backup scheduling, configurations, all the information. Suppose like if you miss something here, then you can also suppose like you missed something here. So you can also see it from here. You can also start it, remove, cancel, start it. All the information we can see it from here itself as well here, right? So then you can go to the system. So here we can do the search option here. Here we can do the searching here. Search it. Suppose like if you miss something here, here you can do the search functionality is available. You can do it here, right? So suppose there is a status, primary status, secondary status is unknown. The replication status also is it will display very graphically. It will display all the information here. Graphically, it will display the information like primary, secondary, and sync replay. It's unknown. How the logs replay is happening here. So all the information clearly it will display all the information here. So there are the multiple lot of advantages are there to use this databases, means this one. So HANA Cockpit here. HANA Cockpit, if you use it, there are many advantages here. Many advantages are there here. So live CPU. So see here, replication configuration is wrong. So then if you want to stop the replication, if you want to see the replication, disable the replication. So all the information you can see it here, and the log retention, secondaries, network speed, latency, replicated services, alerts configurations. So related alerts, we can see the alerts here. then network to primary to secondary, how the network buffer, network utilizations here, right? Log retention period, log replay on the secondary, how fast logs are replayed on the secondary. So network speed check here. So network speed check here, we can measure the speed check and everything here. So then all the information parameter settings. So all the things here. So we can see it from the see how the so these are we so these and all the things can we see here? No. But only thing is we are seeing here. So in the so on a cockpit level we can monitor the all the information here. All the information we are monitoring from the cockpit level here. That's what we can do. We can disable, we can reconfigure, we can start it. All the information we can see it here. Okay. So this is the way. So we can do it here, right? So that is the main important thing about the databases and all the information about the systems and everything here, right? So that is the one of the important things. See here, all the services are stopped, even though we have opened the cockpit here. Then you can also disable the remove the replication also here. That is also possible, right? So just unregister the replication. That is also possible. You can also unregister. So here in the console level, simple clicks, you are doing the all the kind of things and everything here, right? So that is the all the kind of things you are doing from here console level here. That's one. System is starting. Open the other database. From here, you can also open the other databases also here, right? Suppose like from here, you can also open the any other databases, whatever the other databases you want to open, you can also directly switch to that database also here. Selected database also, you can monitor it here. That's what we can do it here, right? So you can also start the database, stop the database. All the administration parts we can do it from here, right? So that is the one. So database explorer, which means in the HANA Studio level, how we can see the logs and everything here. Here also we can do the all the information and everything we can see it here. So which cockpit database you want to add to the here, right? You have the many, I think which one you want to add it here. So you can add the databases here, right? You can add the databases here. You can see the catalog, adapters, functions, remote tables, right? You can see the all the information from here itself only here, right? So all the things we can add it here. So log files, DB log files here, log files also we can see it here. So name server, index server, people, all the log files we can see the so log files, you can see the information and everything here, right? So we can monitor it and we can do it all the work from here. Okay, that is the main important thing here. All the work we can carry it from here itself only here, right? You can see all the data and everything here. HDI, so all the information. So this is about the cockpit here. See how we are monitoring and doing the all kind of work and everything here. Okay. So this way we can do it, we can monitor and we can do it. So you can also add the customized links, whatever the sites you have, you can also monitor it from here itself as well here, right? Suppose like you have the some sites you want to monitor, so that you can also monitor so those sites you can also monitor from here, right? Customized sites, you can add it. You can also monitor it from here, right? So it's wrong, but you can also monitor it from here. Like that also you can monitor. Okay. So like that, so we can add the customized links, templates, databases one. Just only monitoring the databases and all those things only. Okay. This is about the HANA cockpit here. Okay. So this is the register. So two URLs here. One is the cockpit manager. Second one is the cockpit here. Cockpit manager to add the databases, and cockpit is to monitor the databases here. Cockpit is to monitor the databases here. That is what we how to do it here. Okay, that is the one of the important things. Okay, so I will share this URLs so you can just do the monitoring. So if you want to see it, you can see it, but same symptoms. So same, you can monitor it from here itself as well here. So I'm sharing here. Okay, so just open. So the passwords and everything is common. So just username is like